Hey, it's Hannah. Hannah Baker.
Recently, Netflix released the original series 13 Reasons Why, based on the novel by J. Asher. Since its release, the show has continually grown in popularity, but at what cost?
My concern is that 13 Reasons Why could be dangerous because it does glamorize in some ways the idea of suicide.
Some students here at West had the opportunity to share their thoughts and concerns regarding the new series.
I think it did a good job of making people think more about how they treat others, but I did have a problem with how they portrayed suicide in general. I feel like they kind of ignored some of the key elements that go into it and simplified it into like a direct result of bullying, which isn't usually the case. It's usually more complex than that.
I thought that the portrayals of bullying were really, really good, and that the discussions it's raised have been really interesting.
She doesn't even have depression, or they don't talk about that in the show at all. It just goes straight to suicide, which is not usually the case. Also, it was really planned out, so it's almost like a self-murder rather than a suicide.
I finished it recently, about 3 days ago, and I've been going like ham crazy on it ever since, because I've seen a lot of posts and people say that like 13 Reasons Why romanticizes suicide, and I really disagree because they completely show the whole scene. It's so graphic, and if you have seen it, like, you know that they're not making it romanticized at all. Like, they're not making it look so fantastic and great and like a way out.
Though there are many different viewpoints, the main worry that numerous viewers have is that the show portrays only one option for those dealing with mental health issues. The staff here at West wants students to know this is not the case.
It's a temporary issue. It's pretty much the whole mantra that we use is that, it's a temporary, you're taking and making a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
To students taking health during the school year, a suicide prevention class is taught.
We go in there with the basis of trying to teach kids the things to look for and how to get help for friends, not necessarily if it's themselves, but just some warning signs to look for and how to go about getting help for them, not to try and help them themselves.
And the school is trying to expand this program outside of the classroom.
We definitely need to continue the awareness program that we do. The health class is the most reasonable because they do a mental health unit. So that's the class that's less evasive to go into. There's other things that we'd like to do to make awareness that we're working on.
And with a recent announcement of a second series, there are many things people are wanting to see.
That they made it to where it's working towards prevention and showing different ways to get help versus this is your only option, and making kids be aware of other options out there, because it is the number 2 leading cause of death for teens. So I would say that it would be good only if they're looking at this isn't the way to deal with problems.
With photographer Anniston Barney, this is Edawna and Barney reporting for LSWest Online.
Wild game of survival.